Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 PSN review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Outrun Online Arcade, which if you've never played it before, then basically it's a driving game and it is so much like Outrun 2, it's unbelievable. So yeah, anyway, at the start you've got help and options where you can check out your controls, you can view my tracks and stuff like that. You've got scoreboard, which is scoreboard. You've got multiplayer, which is online multiplayer for up to 6 people, doing the usual stuff really in a driving game. So anyway, onto the single player though, which is where the bulk of the game's at. You've got a whole heap of cars to choose from, just all sorts of different types of Ferrari and that, and you can choose colours and stuff if you want to, but anyway, for now I'm just going to choose the Enzo. You then get to choose whether you want automatic or manual transmission. I always go for automatic because I'm no good at changing gears because I'm too busy looking at the screen and not what speed I'm currently going at and when to change. So anyway, you've then got a whole heap of modes. You've got Outrun mode, which is basically the original Outrun game. You go through the zones, etc. You've got Heart Attack mode, which I'll show that off because it's really cool. You've got Time Attack mode, which is standard time attack really. You've then got the Expert Outrun mode, which is a much longer version, and the Expert Outrun mode time attack thing, which is again just a time attack version of the long version. So I'll show off the usual three: Outrun, Heart Attack, and Outrun Extended, because time attack, everyone knows what they are. There's not much point in showing it off. It's just beating it in a certain time, going for like high scores with the time and stuff like that, you know, the usual. So anyway, from there you've then got a choice of what tracks that you want, and there's quite a few tracks on, but personally I like Splash Wave, so I'm just going to choose this and then cut into some gameplay. So anyway, this is Outrun mode. If you've never played Outrun before and you're thinking, well, he's saying Outrun mode like we assume we know what it is, I apologise for that, but I'm going to explain it now. Outrun mode, you've got in the top left corner your time, and just underneath that you've got a little picture of a triangle. You've got to drive through 5 sections and then that's it, you beat the Outrun mode. So that's why the extended one's extended, because I think it's 15, I'll double check though. But basically, you drive through the stages. Every now and then you'll get a choice where you can go left or right, and it cuts through and depends on what section you race on, because as I say, it's a triangle, so it's split up, so you could keep going left, you could keep going right, you could go, like, alternate, and it tells you which way is the easy route. So for now I'm just going to go hard just for the hell of it, but then it's just basically a case of actually getting to the end of the Outrun mode with enough time, because it's an arcade racer, so you've got a checkpoint timer, so you've got to keep making it the checkpoints. The only controls you actually have on the game, the only things you can do are brake and drive, as well as gear up and gear down if you're on manual transmission. So basically, it's very basic, and it's the type of thing that I like that in a racing game. I don't like it when racing games are so complex it's unbelievable and realistic. I play games to escape from reality. I do not want a realistic game in front of me, because that just reminds me of reality. So yeah, this, I can just have some fun driving a car real fast. If I crash, which I'm going to do my best to try and do now, then I don't have any consequences, because things like that just happen and I continue on. Although I do lose time because obviously you have to accelerate back up to full speed again, so crashing's not exactly the type of thing you want to do. So with a brake though, you can actually drift around corners, and drifting's one of the main things of the Heart Attack mode, which I'm just going to cut onto now. So anyway then, this is Heart Attack mode, and the whole point of Heart Attack mode is to impress your girlfriend. They call it Heart Attack mode because she wants you to do totally stupid things. These range from passing cars, which isn't all that stupid because you pass cars in real life anyway and you pass cars in races, to drifting around a corner at breakneck speed, to drifting around a corner in a specific part of the zone, to driving in a specific lane without drifting or anything, to driving through ghosts because ghosts magically appear, to collecting coins, to driving through gates, etc, etc. There's just all sorts of things that you have to do, and basically you get ranked at the end, and at the end of every section then you get a total rank of that, and it gives you more time depending on how well you've done. And then it's basically the same as Outrun mode. You've got to go through the 5 zones in order to actually beat Heart Attack mode. It's very fun to do, it's easily my favourite mode on the game, and I'm going to tell you this right now, it's weird that it's my favourite mode in the game, because I pretty much hated Outrun 2. I don't know, maybe I just had higher expectations, maybe I didn't like how the game played, because I have noticed that this game seems to control better, and I always find control very important in a racing game, but it's just one of those. I didn't seem to like it on Outrun 2, but I love it on this. So this one here is not crashing, which I've already failed at twice. Crashed into 2 separate things, and just about Yeah, going to a third and then a wall. So anyway, let's cut into the extended course because it's the last thing to show off. So this is the extended course, and I've also put it on the time attack mode just so you can show it off. I thought I might as well. Anyway, in the time attack modes, you do actually get a choice. It's one thing that I forgot to mention, so I'll mention it now. You get a choice between whether you want a normal car or a tuned car. A tuned car is faster but much harder to control, and it's just one of those. Again, it's another challenge for expert drivers. If you basically play the time attack mode, experts are going to want to put it on that, and if you want to play the, if you consider yourself an expert, you're going to want to play the 15 course mode instead of the normal outrun mode. So playing the 15 course mode with expert mode is just insane, really. It's currently what I'm doing now, and I haven't half noticed the difference. It definitely is harder to control. I also seem to be going slower because it's harder to control, because I'm not driving very well. So I'm going to shut up for a bit, let you listen to some music, and then basically just cut the sign off, because there's nothing left to see other than that. If you enjoy racing games and arcade games, I think this is really good, really fun. There is a slight problem with it though, the fact that if I've read correctly when I've been searching on the internet, if you live in Europe, the only way to get the games on the PlayStation, if you live in America, the only way to get the games on the Xbox. So if that's true, and if they're not bringing it out on the respective consoles in etc, then that's a little annoying, because I don't see why A, they do that, because surely they're losing money that way, and B, it's annoying because people won't be able to experience it. So anyway, on to some music, then the sign off. So there we go then, that's been the review. I hope you've enjoyed it, or at least found it helpful. You might have noticed I didn't score the game. Well, that's because it's a matter of personal opinion, and yours may very well differ from my own. I'm just here to show you a bit about the game. If you like it or not, well, that's up to you. If you don't like it, or you do like it, feel free to comment. Also, if I haven't answered any of your questions that you may have had, I might have forgot something, or it might just be something obscure. Again, feel free to comment, ask, always willing to help out. Otherwise, if you don't like commenting on YouTube, head over to www.vc-forums.com, where you can chat with me and a bunch of other lads who love the VC, the WiiWare, and hell, even a lot of other systems. We cater to pretty much everything. You can just go there, have a chat about a game, ask about some games, etc. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.